Live in the commentary box here is Jim Gannon. Jim, congratulations. What pleased you most about that terrific 4-0 win?
Well, just the overall performance. I mean, we knew we were going to have a good crowd today on the back of 2 wins, and we put out quite an aggressive team. And no game's ever won early on, but I wanted the lads to really test them in terms of the fatigue, the mental fatigue, physical fatigue. The goalkeeper was new, the left back was a change for them because they had an injury on. So just get at them and see if we can give ourselves a platform where they didn't really have any chance to get back in the game, and we did that, so that was really pleasing.
They won the toss and turned you around to kick towards the Cheadle end in the first half. It seemed to backfire on them actually, didn't it?
Well, I don't know. There was no wind today, there was no sun, so I don't know if people think psychologically we like to go into the Cheadle end. I don't know, but I don't know about the stats. I know back in the old days there was a really strong stat because the fans can influence you in terms of attacking one end. But I always felt that if we got at them and got the first goal, it could deflate them a little bit, and to get it within 3 minutes, and then to build on that, and then it was great. And like I said, I was really pleased for everybody that come here today, and they can enjoy it. It was great to get 3 wins in a row, and I think the icing on the cake is all the results, the way they've gone. So we've got to look after our own business, and I don't think that was a good performance by us. I don't think it was a fair reflection on them because they're not a bad side. And the last 4 games, they've won 3 of them 1-0, picked up 9 points, and the other one they lost on the road to Spennymoor on a Thursday night. So. But like I said, we've done our job, we've been professional, we've stepped up the gears at the right time, been very aggressive and got our goals, and credit to the players because I said they're sort of starting to show themselves now. 19 attempts on goal, you scored 4 of them, you hit the woodwork 3 times, Sam Minion probably should have scored as well. It was champagne football at times. Is that the brand of football you'd like to play every week if you could? Well, I don't know about champagne football, because we mixed it up. We talked consistently about if a team has some banks of forward, we wanted to try and play stretch football and get at them really quick and get the back forward pulled away from the midfield and then come through the lines. But when they're sat deep, then obviously we had to play a bit, and we mixed it up quite well today. We looked like we had a couple of lads who perhaps tired a little bit from the tempo to start. But no, I was really, I wouldn't call it champagne football, it was just a very professional display, and the lads showed that they can mix the game up. I was telling the story at the start about when I was at the kind of influences I got from Dave Bassett at Sheffield United, and then the spectrum of the career to crew, and what you have to do is be able to play both styles of football, that route one, percentage football, and the football and the controlling the game. And if you can learn how to play both at the right time, then you'll be a really good side.
That's a good way of looking at it. In terms of today, though, the other big bonus, Sam Minihan getting some time on the pitch today, and probably should have scored with his first touch back.
Well, yeah, no, but he's come in and he did. We were kind of measuring how much to play him, and the same with Paul Turnbull. Obviously we're going to. We sort of showed a lot of trust in Harry Winter, but Harry's had a shoulder injury, and we thought, well, if we start him, deal with the physical nature of the 10, and then we sort of, as the game opens up a little bit, Paul could influence the game. So we always had that change in mind, because both of them are kind of carrying injuries or just getting back to full fitness. But it was great because we wanted to get Sam 30 minutes, and it was great for him because I thought we'll have a chat with him and see how he's feeling, and we'd be disappointed. But he got some really good crosses in. Yeah. All the training ground stuff you could see. Remembers it, pull back crosses that set up Scott Duxbury's goal for Jason. I was really pleased with him. But I was really pleased with Adam Thomas at right back. He looked very effective and constant threat going forward. And the midfield at the moment with a holding midfielder Harry and Bully with Jimmy Ball and Matty's looking really good. So really pleased. A lot of positives out of the game, and I know another positives that nobody's injured, and we move on now to a double-headed Easter weekend in good form and being able to get freshness now. So I'm looking forward to that. But it was a job well done today by the boys.
I was looking down at the dugout because you had Harry ready to be substituted after about half an hour. As soon as he got his yellow card, you were thinking about making the change. Then we scored a third, and I don't know whether that made you think, well, hang on, the risk isn't quite as great now. I can leave Harry out there. What was going through your mind at that point?
Well, I just thought that and it wasn't like any statement of intent about. But I just thought that the nature of the game, the only way I could see them getting back in the game is if we had that sort of silly red card. And you know, I had a couple of chats with Harry during the game. And you know, to see whether, and he had to pull out of a couple of challenges. I said, I don't even want you making a tap challenge. If you have to pull out, but don't be diving in. He did a fantastic recovery run, where I thought if he'd tripped that player, then maybe, you know, I don't think the referee would have sent him off. But that was the only danger really to the effectiveness of the game. And he also made a tackle, and I think he felt his shoulder, so I was asking him about that. So, but again, psychologically, I mean, we've had a lot of issues with Sam Burke. It was a tactical change, and players can psychologically be affected if they come off too early. So unfortunately we were able to get to half time, get him off. He's played his part. Paul Turner comes on, plays his part. So great. And Sam Walker's scored for Keighren today as well. So that everybody's playing their part at the moment.
Jimmy Ball, who we're going to speak to quite shortly, it was interesting with him because I thought he's got 2 goals inside the first half hour. I was thinking, if it was me, you'd be bombing on trying to get that 3rd goal. I thought he was really professional today, particularly late on in the game, where he just kept his shape, stayed in his position, and didn't overcommit, and didn't go selfish looking for that 3rd.
No, I don't know. It'd be interesting if we got a penalty, what Jason would have said. But no, I told him to play your shape. And you know, I've said this before. I mean, Gary Stockport have come out with an interview about butterflies and not chasing things, and I said that opportunities will come, whether from a corner or a catch-up play, and just play your shape and keep getting through the lines, and your opportunity will come. But I think he put so much effort in that he did look tired, and I think I said to both of them, just, you know, see the game out, be professional, and protect yourself from any kind of injury. And because they had a little goal, and we needed to hold our shape and make sure we weren't too wide open, and especially if the recoveries runs are not there. But Jimmy and Adam Thomas and Sam Minahan and Scott Duxbury, these lads are in on Monday, and you can see the difference in fitness, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's hard to judge because Leamington was so tired and fatigued and demoralised by the goals going in. But like I said, we'll have bigger tests to come. So hopefully this gives us the opportunity to gain confidence, a little bit of know-how, and get players fully fit. Because, you know, it'd be nice to go into the Easter programme with a squad that you know you can rotate, and then into what's going to be a tough demand in April when you consider Saturday, Tuesday. So it's all to play for.
I felt a little sorry for Jason Oswald today. He's hit the bar in the first half, the post in the second half, nothing would go in for him. But I thought he put a real shift in today, and he's starting maybe to take on board some of the stuff that you've been saying in recent weeks. No, but Jason works really hard, and I think the last 3 or 4 games is kind of like perhaps if we had had another number 9, we could have took him out in January when he was really tired, and I think that's blunted him a bit. Same way that Gary Stockport became blunted from the amount of games and that. If we had been able to take him out then, but when we did have the chance to take him out, it was probably the wrong time. But like I said, he's got himself going now, and he's like really got the bit between his teeth. He would be so disappointed he didn't get the thing, but again, he's creating assists, and you know, between him and the post, Scott Duxbury. So he's looking to go for it. He's looking like he's got we can play off him. No, so I'm pleased with everybody's contribution today, and like I said, if we can get Jason just a little bit more confident, a little bit more dynamic, and other players like Darren back up the speed and get back to the flow that they had. If everybody plays as well as I know they can, then we'll have a hell of a team. It's 3 wins back to back for the first time this season at just the right time as well. And when you look at the league table, it makes nice reading. What do you do with that Easter period approaching now? As you know, the lads have all got work presumably right up until Easter. How do you manage the training schedule now? Well, I didn't have a team talk at the end, but it was basically a team meeting about how to structure this week. We've had a few ideas. We've had to kind of have a look at what facilities are available, and you know, we want the lads in Monday morning, Tuesday night, and then we've just got to balance how. I want to have a training session between Friday and Monday, so I think Saturday morning will be an option there. Okay. And it's not about training hard, it's about just sort of coming in, taking stock of how we're feeling after the Friday game, and preparing mentally for the Monday game. So unfortunately, groundsman said if we want to use Edgeley Park to practice a little bit of shape or set plays, then great, you know. So we're trying to do things as professionally as we can. But you know, I buy in. There's some lads who can't train on a Wednesday night because of work, and there's other lads who have got other commitments. So just have to be professional and ask them, and I think we'll find the right balance. And then we've got to have a look at the squad and see who's perhaps feeling fatigued. But you know, the back 4 clean sheets, creating opportunities. So it's going to be hard for. I mean, Smalley's had a knock, and it's going to be hard for him to even get in the 16 at the moment, because it's difficult. But
it's great to have such a... Dan Cowan, I think, will shrug off his illness and come in this week. And the discipline we're showing on the pitch will not have anybody suspended. So we're looking pretty strong at the moment. It's just, like I said, we'll just take one game at a time, prepare properly this week for Friday's game, and then if we can build on what we've done so far with that game, and then we've got Tamworth at home. So, you know, and we really want to get ourselves consolidate our position in there, especially when we're facing like Kidderminster away, Chorley away, and Blythe away. Then we want to be in a position where we know that we're not having to win those games. We were in that position last year when we were playing the likes of Chorley, so we want to be where the game's in our control and we can manage the game as well as we want to manage it. So, but we can only do that if we continue to win games and pick up the points that we need to over the Easter period, and it's a huge period for us. And then we'll have a huge April ahead, but the excitement's mounting, and I think, as I said to lads, I think there's more belief and energy around. You know, I think a few people get deflated, and some of the comments I've read in our programme and in the press and wherever. You know, you've got to keep believing, because these are good guys, good professionals and good players, and I think we're starting to see glimpses of a team that can not only play well but be consistent with it as well.
Absolutely. Well, listen, well done today. It's a terrific 3 points. Thanks for coming up to the press box to join us.
No
It's a bit like the old days, isn't it? Fantastic.
No problem.